What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I am starting a diet, cut, fat loss phase, whatever you want to call it, and I want to share it with you guys. I get asked all the time about fat loss. That's probably my #1 interest from you guys, and I figured why not share with you how I start this phase. I think a lot of people struggle with actually just starting and knowing where to start, how to do it correctly, how to do it in a sustainable and healthy way while also seeing results. So I really want to show you guys how I get started and the things I do to make sure I have a effective and healthy fat loss phase. So keep watching. I can't wait to share some tips with you guys. So I have my notes in front of me. I have a lot of things to tell you guys. If you want to categorize the two things we need to focus on, we need to talk about nutrition and we need to talk about exercise. Keep those two things in mind as I go through the steps I take when I first start a diet. To begin with, we kind of need to figure out where you are at right now in order to figure out how we're gonna lose fat. The first thing I would recommend is hopping on the scale. Now, the scale is not my favorite progress tool. I think it can become a little bit of an unhealthy obsession. I think it's not 100% accurate, but if you're starting a diet or a fat loss phase, on the first day, I would recommend hopping on the scale. So I did that just this morning, so I'm gonna show you guys what I weigh at the moment. Good morning guys. So I just woke up. I haven't eaten or drank anything and I'm gonna hop on the scale just to see where I'm at. I definitely don't weigh myself every single day. I think that's kind of a unhealthy thing to do, but I definitely would recommend weighing yourself at the beginning if you want to lose some weight, just so you can track your progress with the scale as well. But it's definitely not the be-all end-all. I would say taking progress pictures is your best bet for tracking progress. So I'm just gonna hop on the scale real quick and I'll show you where I'm at. Also try to wear pretty loose clothing or no clothing at all. I'm just wearing clothing because I'm filming. 168.8. By the way, I know I'm gonna get asked this question. I get asked every single day. I am 5'11", I am pretty tall. 168 is pretty light for me. I don't have a ton of weight to lose. I'm just trying to trim up a little bit for all the photo shoots I have coming up, so see ya. So as you guys just saw in that clip, make sure you're weighing yourself first thing in the morning without any food or water in you. Try to be naked or have as little clothing as possible, and then write that down. Keep that in your head, but you definitely don't have to be weighing yourself every single day. You don't even have to weigh yourself every single week. I definitely don't. I just hop on the scale whenever I feel like it. So the next thing we need to do is either take progress photos or a progress video. This is the most important way of seeing where your body's at and tracking change, in my opinion. I know it can be difficult if you're at the very start of your fitness journey. So when I first started my fitness journey, I literally didn't even take before photos. I just happened to have some that were taken of me with clothes on. But I would pop on a bathing suit or underwear that you feel comfortable in and snap a photo. It may be difficult. You may not be feeling your most confident right now, but trust me, it's a really, really great thing to have to look back on. If you're ever feeling down in the dumps or if your progress has slowed down, looking back on that day one photo will always make you realize how far you've come. And I just think for mental health purposes, it's a really good idea. If one of your main goals is gaining lean muscle while losing fat, I think it's really important to track with photos, because even if your weight kind of stays the same, your whole body will change. So I did that this morning just to see where I was at. I did it on video just to show you guys too and include you. And then I will show you what I look like at the end of this cut or diet. So one of the first things that you should do when starting a diet is see where your physique is at the moment. So you can do that either through a progress photo, a progress video. Personally, I think you can see the most change in progress photos and videos. The scale can be super, super misleading. It can vary depending on different things you ate, sodium, whatever. when gaining lean muscle, sometimes your weight will go up and you'll actually look leaner. So I would highly recommend doing a progress photo or video. Here is my little current physique update. I would recommend showing the front, the side, and the back. You're sleeping here? Okay. I don't have a ton of weight to lose. I'm definitely not trying to be super tiny or anything like that. I just have a lot of photo shoots and projects coming up that I want to feel really good and confident for. So that is why I am doing this cut. This cut is not going to be as intense or disciplined as my first one, and that's always going to be the case because I was changing my whole lifestyle back then, and now it's kind of already my lifestyle. So the next thing we need to talk about is nutrition. I think people forget how important this part is. You cannot out-train a bad diet. We need to clean up the diet, but we also need to figure out where you are at right now in terms of your calories. I actually tracked a full day for you guys just to show you. I haven't been tracking my macros at all. I pretty much just eat the food that makes me feel good. I eat a good amount of protein and I eyeball all of my food. So I actually didn't really even know how many calories I was eating until I tracked a full day. I tracked my full day about 1 or 2 days ago on a very normal day for me. You want to pick a day where you're not doing something out of the ordinary, like eating less or going out more, so you're having more calories. You want to pick a day that's super normal and regular for you. I tracked my full day on MyFitnessPal just to see where my calorie amount was at. I believe I was right at about 1900 calories, which is kind of what I expected. On this amount of calories, I would say I'm maintaining my weight, I'm not losing, I'm not gaining. So with that in mind, I now have a base of where to start from. So now when I'm adjusting my macros a little bit, I'll probably decrease from 1900 slowly but surely. I definitely won't go below maybe 1600. I just want to cut down a little bit. Normally I don't even share my macros with you guys because I think a lot of beginners and a lot of people think they should copy other people's macros, and I completely understand the logic behind that, but you cannot do that. So everyone's macros are different based on what makes them feel good and their body type. Scientifically, your macros should not be the same as mine. Here is what you should not do. You should not figure out your calorie amount, let's say it's 2000, and then immediately jump down to 1500. That's way too much at once. Will you lose weight? Yes, you will, but you will also plateau much faster. What you want to kind of do is eat as much as you can for as long as possible, and that sounds a little confusing. If you're losing weight after cutting just 100 calories, so from 2000 to 1900, then you should stay at that amount as long as you can. We want to eat as much as possible, and cutting calories too fast is not sustainable, and you will plateau and your body will not want to lose any more. The process has to be slow and steady. Trust me when I say that, you will actually end up losing more fat in the long run rather than just cutting all your calories at once, which also just isn't very healthy. So while on the topic of nutrition, I want to touch on supplements. I do get asked a lot what supplements I take during a fat loss phase, and as you guys know, I do always continue to take my Bloom supplements. When I first started my fitness journey, I was trying to find supplements that would help me reach my protein goals, give me motivation at the gym, help me just keep up my inner health, and I couldn't find anything that wasn't triggering my anxiety and wasn't full of chemicals and also tasted good. So that is actually why we created Bloom Nutrition. All of our supplements have helped me during all my diets in general. First of all, they taste delicious, so it's something to look forward to without getting in a bunch of calories just through a drink. Everything we offer from Bloom is keto friendly, so you're not getting in any extra carbs that you don't want, and everything's low calorie. So even our protein, for example, has insane macros. Really high in protein, no carbs, 90 calories, 0 fat or 1 fat. It's very, very low in fat. So that's a really, really great tool to use during a diet to make sure you're hitting that protein amount without going overboard on the calories, etc. So I like to have a shake after my workout. I also mix it in with oats. I do fun little baking with it. You can really enjoy your diet still. And then incorporating supplements is also going to help you work harder at the gym, keep your energies up, help you recover, and get your protein amount in. So I'd highly recommend incorporating supplements just to help you have something to look forward to in your day, but also give you an extra boost at the gym, help your recovery, and help you hit that protein. So my training is pretty much staying the same. You guys know I love weight training for many, many reasons. I love how muscles look, and I love feeling strong inside and out. It's very important to me, so my weight training is staying the exact same. Currently I weight train 5 times a week, and I switch off between upper body and lower body. I'm starting to incorporate a little more cardio than usual. You guys know I'm not a big cardio person. I basically never do it, but lately I have been incorporating just some casual jogs with Lulu outside. I either join Greg and Lulu on their run in the morning, or I take Lulu as a work break in the afternoon, and I love it. I think the reason I've been loving it is I just haven't been putting too much pressure on myself. I actually look forward to going. I kind of suck at running, to be completely honest. I start and stop all the time. I'm out of breath. I don't put pressure on it. If I stop and the running isn't working out, I just power walk. I just try to get my heart rate up and get moving. So yeah, I actually showed you guys a little bit of our run from this morning. We usually run, I would say, 1 to 2 miles. It's nothing crazy, and it takes us like 15 minutes. It's really easy to do, and it's helping me a lot in terms of my mood and just feeling healthier and having a good start to the day. So even if you're not cutting or dieting, I would highly recommend just getting moving, even if it's just a power walk. Okay guys, we just pulled up at the trail. Lulu's getting ready. We do this every morning. Well, Greg does it every morning. Sometimes I join, sometimes I'll do my run later on in the day with Lulu. It just kind of depends on the schedule. It's a really great way to start the day in terms of your mood and just getting that blood flowing. But in terms of this cut, it's really nice just to get a little bit of cardio in outside, and it's really fun. So I'm gonna go run, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, it's slippery today.
I also just wanted to say, I am not a good runner at all. I get DMs a lot asking how I got good at running. I'm not good at running. I start and stop all the time. I'm out of breath. This is definitely not my forte, but I just try not to put too much pressure on it. I try to run as long as I can, but I don't obsess over it. If I stop, I power walk. It's more about just getting like, I kind of just focus on getting my mood good and doing the best I can, rather than, obsessing and going too hard, because then you put pressure on it and then you start dreading it every day. I try to look forward to it every day. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys that tip. Look who we just found on our run. Hi, bud. So guys, that pretty much sums up how I start my diet. I am going to be continuing this series and showing you guys how this process goes. Again, I'm not losing a ton of weight, but I'm doing the same things that you guys will be if you're starting your fitness journey. So I really hope it's helpful. Comment below what you want to see in the next video. I really want to take you guys through this journey. I really hope you enjoyed that video. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.